Hi, hi. Yes, my audio. Hit me. Microphone. Microphone helps. Turning a fan off helps. Good morning. Hello. It is me. um, Sleep's still a bit rough. I am here to code. Man, imagine if I was working a 9 to 5 at the moment. Leaf blower glide. Gly. Can't even talk, Neko. Wake up the speech center of my brain. Leaf blower guy was here earlier, right on time. So, although it's quiet at the moment, might come back. Also, haven't really done my hair. Do that. My bracelet of protection +1. There we go. Set up the puppy cam. Hoping that she will go to the bedroom and decide to snooze there, because that's what she's been generally doing. Gods, I want to just go back to the bedroom and snooze there. So how is everyone? Happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday, right? Right. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is doing well, or at least better than I'm doing. Bloody hell. It's so fucking difficult to fix your sleep when it requires you to be awake for several days in a row but feeling zombified and not being able to actually do anything fun. Yeah. Like, I've tried the other way before. I have tried sleeping in so much that I just eventually roll around to just what happens to be a normal sleeping schedule. But the problem with that is, it doesn't stick. Sounds like a great idea in theory. In practice, it just doesn't fucking stick. The way to do it, I guess, just has to be, yeah, like you just gotta stick it out and be awake in the early hours and get that sunlight on your face and promise to not go to actually bed until normal human bedtime hours. Of course, yeah, the problem is, like, I've been doing that, and I go lie down, and then I'm instantly awake. After having been sleepy and tired all day, I'm just awake. Can't find the off switch. It's not fun. Segue, but you know what is fun? The Usborne 1980s programming books, which I have a handy command for now. Bang Usborne. There you go. They're freely available PDFs. They're not like free as in open source. Usborne does make it fairly clear they want to retain copyright there, but they do make them available for you. Now, how do I get myself a new browser window here? Thank you. Put all the things in before switching scenes, and thus not exposing my terrible browsing history to everyone. JSBeeb, that's it. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could have a BBC command, couldn't we? I mean, there's a few different resources. I'll put that together later. I need to open my files. Yes, files. I need to open it in a way that will stick. I have a hilariously chaotic way of organizing my stuff on my server computer, and if I just open GNOME files, it does this weird thing where it will eventually decide the network connection's timed out and go up one level in the directory, and it will just keep doing that until it goes back to the local machine. Bookshelf, programming, Osborne, thank you. Open this. And that will actually stay where it is. Good, good. Ooh, and we've got our files there too. Yay, Poppy's on camera. Hooray! You can look at the cat, and I'll just drink my coffee flavored milk. She's looking at the camera. She's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, what's that? Did the camera just die? Or is she staying... Oh, she... Okay, the camera must have had a bit of an internet issue there. Wi-Fi's not great in my bedroom. That looked really funny, though. It looked like she just froze momentarily, staring at this thing. Yeah. Not awake. Typing in this computer code is going to be exciting. Now, did you see that? She kind of looked when it was focusing, but focusing shouldn't make a noise. Sadly, we can't rotate it remotely. You'll have to make do with this partial cat cam. Ah, look there. Maybe this should just be the stream, yeah? Maybe I don't have to use my brain this early in the morning. But no, we will, in fact, pull your shit together, Neko, and go look at the game. Is the generic full screen game. There we go. Capcom. And write your own fantasy games PDF. Yay. That's a little too small for viewers at home to read. If you're on mobile, I apologize. This is not going to be a super interesting stream to look at. So, as testament to just how not awake I am right now, just then I was thinking, what the hell is that noise? And it's a noise coming from the speakers, because I do not have my headphones plugged in. There we go. Now I can hear what you hear, i.e. the background music. Which will vary wildly in intensity, so I'll just leave it at that level. because this playlist is just all over the place. But let me reintroduce what we're doing here. We are writing our own fantasy games for our microcomputer. Just like this wizard here. Pew pew pew. And the game in particular is A Dungeon of Doom for C64, VIC-20, Electron, Spectrum, and BBC. Les Howarth and Cheryl Evans, edited by Jenny Tyler, designed by Ian Ashman, illustrated by Chris Riddle, Patrick Lynch, Rob McCain, Simon Rolstone, and Martin Newton. Program edited by Chris Oxlade. So this is how you could get yourself a really nice, fun game for your computer, your home microcomputer, back in the day. You could get a book or a magazine, maybe. Magazines often had them. And it would have a program listing in it, and you would type that program in. And if you had cassettes, you could then save it on cassette. Or maybe you just had to type it in every time that you wanted to play the game. Just leave the computer on overnight. If you're really lucky, like myself, you might even have a floppy disk drive. So, this game came in 3 parts. There's this dungeon editor, which we did first. Then there's the character creator, which let us set up a character to use. A whole separate program, got to save it to disk, or cassette, as may be. And then finally, the one that we're tackling today, there is the game module. Let's read this. The game module is the program you use when you are ready to play the game. It asks you to load a hero and a dungeon from their cassettes, so you must design at least one of each beforehand. You load the hero first, and the computer looks at his computer score. Hey, come on. His or her? Their computer score? Then, when you load a dungeon, it compares the dungeon level number with the hero's experience. It will not allow a character into a dungeon level that is too advanced. The game module must contain data to interpret the dungeon and character that are loaded, but does not need to know how they were made, so the data doesn't take up much memory space. What you see on your screen. The game module sets up your screen as shown below. The graphic symbol that represents your character is placed in the entrance to the dungeon you have loaded. The attributes are displayed on the right of the screen. The rest of the dungeon is in darkness, waiting for the hero to explore. All the moves the hero can make are in the game module program. There are routines which allow him, or her, to attack, reveal, get, conjure, etc. There are also routines which automatically activate monsters and traps. As the hero moves through the dungeon and the computer activates these routines, it also has to update his, or their, attribute scores, which change according to what happens. You can save the game module on one side of a third cassette. You can then save a game in the middle of play on the other side. The attribute scores and hero's position in the dungeon will be saved, so you can start again where you left off. By using these 3 cassettes like this, you can make or erase dungeons and characters as you like, and save a current game without accidentally erasing part of the program. Remember to label your cassettes clearly. And it goes into some detail about how the actual game loop works and things, in case you want to actually understand what you're typing in. Maybe even modify the game later. It's kind of cool, you know, it teaches you programming, but it also gives you a game to work with. It doesn't just drop you into an empty command prompt and make you do a hello world program and then assume that you know everything about programming now. It gives you some details about the design of a game. So, we need to go and find the start of the code listing for the game, which is far, far, far down through here. Game module. Here we are. This is where the stream gets really exciting, and I just type in all of this. We can briefly go through it. We're going to go sub 2500, then a bunch of other 2000. This seems to be like a main loop where we read the key presses. Sounds. This game has sounds. Amazing. We need to refer to individual microcomputer patches for that. Printing attributes. More sound. Here's where the magic routine starts. Print tab 01. You may use magics. Unfortunately, the character we designed previously has all their score in strength. Nerdy Mystery, welcome in. How are you doing? So I don't think we'll be playing with magic initially, but hey, we just want to get something working, right? NF indicates which direction your hero is facing. Amazing. They've obviously had to use fairly short variable names here just to alleviate the repetitive typing. Oh man, and I've just remembered how the keyboard layout here is not exactly the same as my current keyboard layout, so it's going to be breaking my brain a little bit. Okay, we're over halfway through. The game module is obviously the most complicated and lengthy of the three modules that we've been typing in. What type of game is this? Hi. It's a adventure fantasy role-playing game. I mean, it's for microcomputers, so it's fairly simple. It's you could call it a hack and slash, except I think there's only two types of monsters. But here we are, near the end. There's these conversions, and the final line is 3,670. But then add lines 4,000, blah blah blah, add lines 5,000 if you're on Commodore. So there's 367 lines at least I need to type in. A bit more than that. And there's slightly arcane lines. Easy to make a mistake. But if it takes 2 streams to do it, then we'll do 2 streams. It's fine. Let me move my mic a bit. Get more comfortable. Or maybe... What's the best layout here? So I'll show you the game window, Moody. They've got a example of it. So these are what the sprites look like. They're very cool. Wall, potion, treasure. That's the lost idol, which we're trying to find. I only made 1 dungeon, so there isn't a lost idol. It remains lost. Monster attacks. Most of this is source code listing and very lovely illustrations. But there was... Oh, I think I skipped it. Here we go. This is what the main game window will look like. It's mostly dark, because unlike the level editor, we don't get to see the whole level in one go. And hey, it's been 2 weeks since I made the level, so this could actually be exciting and new for me. I don't remember exactly how it was shaped, but that's the kind of gist of it there. We'll start at an entrance, we need to get to an exit. And there's treasure to find, and monsters to slay, and traps to avoid. I don't even know, like I know that's the trap symbol, but I don't know what they do exactly. We might even find out while we're typing this in. Character creator. Right. I will shove this over here. Man, some of these lines are ridiculously long. And when I'm using my super key to grab windows, the emulator has an annoying habit of thinking I've pushed the shift lock key. Okay, so it's going to be slightly obscured by the puppy cam there, but I think that is a sacrifice y'all are willing to make. First thing to do is we've got to find our floppy disk from last week and load it. Floppy disk, from examples or local, browse, Dungeon 2 SSD, yes. So we do star cat, excellent command, to catalog the disk. So there we've got W crystal, W level, W dungeon. Curiously enough, chargen is just chargen, and hero is just hero. I'm getting the feeling that this must have been some sort of weird directory system, yeah. Because when we formatted this floppy disk, we used the welcome utility to format it. There isn't an inbuilt formatter in the ROM. We actually had to dig out the welcome disk, load it up, run the formatting utility. So I formatted that disk to get ourselves a new blank disk. But maybe we were in some sort of w.directory system? Because all the things that we made during that session are prefixed with W, but all of the stuff from the most recent session don't have that prefix. And this was always a bit weird and arcane and magical to me, so I don't actually know. Like, it's actually novel, it's exciting. I don't know why we've got that weird prefix to some of our files, but okay, let's roll with it. So we'll start with the blank listing and go with that, yeah. Line 10. Go sub 2,500. And I can't quite touch type with this because unfortunately the input is just slightly ever so laggy. Ah, yeah. wonder if there's a way I can improve, like, the emulator cycles or something? It is running in the browser, we can't criticize it too much. I suppose if we emulated a BBC Master, it would be emulating more CPU cycles? But I'm not going to change that. Ooh, what's this? Tune 2. I'll just have to type slowly. Please enjoy the tunes while we enter this basic program. Unfortunately, with the selections of tunes I got, I managed to get a YouTube Content ID strike on one of them with the VOD that I uploaded last. So I had to clip that out with editing, and that was a pain, let me tell you. It wasn't even like the song that they claimed it was. It was like I couldn't even identify what they were claiming. Some generic name. I think it's just a Content ID troll who's uploading a whole bunch of sort of assorted sound effects, because the song that got hit was Sacrifice's Sharon Normal game music, which was just like a sort of series of wow, da, 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 like, you know, dramatic noises. Generic stuff that you could find anywhere. And f of 7 is greater than 0. And 17 plus. Where is plus? Is greater than, wait, no, O plus 018 is greater than 0. The copy strike in particular, and specifically that they gave me, did say, oh, the Content ID holder has graciously allowed you to use this on YouTube. But no, I'm not trusting that shit. Like, they're probably gonna add adverts and monetize that for themselves, or maybe they're not doing it now, but they'll switch on the monetization lever later, or they'll block it later. Just cutting it out was the only sane thing to do. Then go sub 990. As long as I don't go with my instincts of using super grab for the windows, I should be okay. But we'll see how long it takes for me to accidentally trigger the shift lock key and then have to start messing around with shift lock and caps lock to get it working. If I string is equal to G, then go sub 1410. if my string is equal to p, then go sub 1660. And you'll notice, like, you know, old school basic, assignment is using the equals symbol, and comparison is also using equals. You don't find that a lot in modern programming languages because it naturally caused a lot of issues where you could be assigning something when you thought you were comparing it. Of course, it's arguably a feature that you can't do an assignment in the middle of a if expression. Looking at you, C. 2260. But I think there are legitimate cases where you want to be able to do a sort of assign and compare. S, B, then let NF is NF minus 1. I remember, yeah, this game, it actually has like the rotation of the player taken into consideration. B and N here are gonna be my keys for rotating. Weird. I wonder how I walk forwards then. It's not gonna be A and Z for up and down. It's gonna be like... who knows? We'll have to look at the manual. And we might want to change these keys once we figure out what they're actually doing. +1. If, wait no, 130. If NF is greater than 4, then let NF is 1. Heretic music, I love it. Long line here. Let New York equal to New York plus D F2. If where were we? No. 160. if ny is greater than 15, then let ny be kept at 15. It's less than 1, then let ny equal 1. And then same as nx and so ny and nx must be some kind of, yeah, we've added to the x and y a lookup from this D array, and that must be direction. So they've got a little array to remember how to add the appropriate xy coordinate to get the new x and y coordinate based on which way you're facing. Interesting. Saves on big complicated if statements, I guess. Hey, Stardrop. Meetings, yeah, I feel you, buddy. Have a good day. If ny less than 1, then cap it at let y equals 1. Shit, not ny, nx. And if nx is greater than 15, then let nx equal 15. They've clearly done this because in the dungeon generator you don't have to enclose the entire dungeon in walls. So these are the hard boundaries of the level. This R array looks like a room with various tiles in it, and we've got another long line. Hey WedUI, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you are well. If RH is equal to C1, interesting, then let x equal nx, let y equal ny. We are allowed to move forwards. Having a nice Thursday evening, thank you. Oh, nice, yes. Time zones. It's Friday morning for me. And for poor Stardrop, who is in meetings soon. But I've got to do this. I've got to force myself to be awake, because people will want me to be awake in meetings if and when I get a job in the future. Fun. Why do we torture ourselves so? So what's the rest of this line say? $210. Man, this line is long. Go sump 570. Let nx be equal to ox. Weird. Let ny equal to oy. Oi. Let f of 1. That's a weird one. Let f of 1 be equal to f of 1 minus 0.03. Am I reading this right? I guess so. So we moved onto a thing. It let us move. We did some weird subroutine. And then it changes where our new position is gonna be to something else. And reduces something else by a fraction? Torch value or something? Who knows? Game Dev Jeff, hello, welcome in. Sorry, I'm responding to chat somewhat asynchronously because I'm very tired and not braining properly. Perfect time to do some programming, right? Oh, we need the line numbers as well. $220. If RH is equal to C6, so if we're going onto a C6 kind of tile, then let Tx equal Nx. Let Ty equals Ny. Okay, come on. Let the fuck equal 1. $230. If the fuck is equal to 1, then let Nx be Tx, let Ny is equal to Ty. If f of 1, there's that weird, possibly torch value again, is greater than, is that S1? Times 0.8. And a random number is less than f of 6, then let the fuck equal 0. I'm just gonna get more coffee flavored milk. Put my hair up too. familiar with the Inky dollar expression, but what the hell does Inky dollar 0 mean? Well, maybe mystery. It's interesting you should ask that, because you'll notice that this line 40 here, maybe we embiggen it. This line 40, let I dollar is Inky dollar, has a little star next to it. And what we've typed is let I dollar equals Inky dollar 0. All of these lines that have a particular marker next to them mean that there's a different variant for a different microcomputer basic type. So in our case we're using BBC basic, and Inky dollar 0 means try to read a key from the keyboard, but don't wait more than 0.1 of a second to do it. Other microccomputers might have Inky dollar just immediately return a key. BBC Basic allows you to wait up to a certain amount of time before returning, or wait indefinitely, which is where the parameter comes in. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff like that where the listing here isn't the listing for any one particular type of microcomputer. In our case, this line here, 240, and RND 8, that happens to be the same syntax as BBC Basic, so we don't actually have to change anything there. But here, they've used Paper 2 and Ink 0, which I believe are more Spectrum-like basic, maybe? And we have to change those to the color command. Let's see, where were we? 240. So yeah, I feel like this is like the torch running out, or something like that. Like it's rolling a random number each time, and then eventually goes out. Why don't I move this? I already tried making the window smaller, it just makes things go up. Oh damn it, I'm using them. Damn it, we did it. We screwed up the shift lock situation. So I gotta pull out caps lock, don't I? Or can I just do this again? Have it accidentally do it? No worries, Moody. It's fascinating, really, like the different basic variants. And I've been doing QBasic on the side for my game jam thing, which is bang jam there. Not actually doing this because this is not DOS, but QBasic code. It's fun. It's very constraining. I need to fix my keyboard. Means I have to put caps lock on. That would work. And if I had super on, oh I see, super cancels out caps lock. Got a little red light that's unfortunately obscured by the song display there. So when I've been pressing super, I've been cancelling out the caps lock in the emulator. But this means I could push super again to turn shift lock off. Push caps lock again to turn caps lock on. And now as far as the emulator is concerned, caps lock is on. But numbers produce numbers. Okay, keyboard is sane again, as long as I don't accidentally drag things around. Yes, thank you, Game Dev Jeff. The music is... it's good. My playlist is all over the place. So some of them are really quiet, and some of them are a lot louder. I just, I didn't put much thought into it. I threw a bunch of DOS tunes together at the last minute. I suppose if I wanted to, I could really do like some sort of replay game thing. But that sounds complicated. If I move this over this way a little bit, you can see more of the code. $250. If I mean, really, most of the time all you're listening to me talking about is if this is equal to this, and then this goes sub here. It's not thrilling commentary. F of 1 equal to F of 1 multiplied by, if I can find the multiplier there, 0.99. 0.99 if we're being specific. How curious. So maybe that's not the torch level, it's just some sort of, who knows, random encounter thing. 260. See, here we've got the SimCity 2000 soundtrack, and it's way softer. Is less than S1. I think we've been calling that S1. Then let F of 1. So you at you in the, are you at work, Game Dev Jeff? I forget what time zone you're in, but you'd be somewhere in Australia, right? Might be just starting a day. Hope it's a good one. Happy Friday. So we let f of 1 be equal to f of 1 plus, where's plus? There it is. Could be, but I'm sick today, resting with a chest infection, sore throat. Aw, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you get well soon. Nothing worse than getting sick just as your weekend starts and then being all good and ready for work on the Monday. That f is f of 1 plus parentheses f of 2 divided by the magic number 1100. How strange. Line 270, we just go sub 480. This is where the term spaghetti code came from. Just going to subroutines all over the place and returning from them. And they're not really labeled well. BBC Basic actually does have proper labeled procedures that you can go into and pass parameters into. But because this is, you know, a universal source code listing for several different microcomputers, they're not using any of those features. I kind of want to design myself a BASIC. Like, you know, just do my own one with some modern programming ideas. Because basics have the advantage that they're like an easy introduction to programming for people. Because you don't have to put in a whole lot of complicated boilerplate just to get something working. And I'm aware that there's a lot of other similar projects people have made where, like Gambas is one, I believe, where they want to make a more modern BASIC for people to learn on, for modern machines. But of course I want to make my own, why wouldn't I? At some point, every programmer wants to make their own programming language. Slandering Boilermakers. Yeah, where did we come up with the idea that boilerplate is bad in some way? Doesn't boilerplate hold the boiler together and preventing it exploding? I think that's FI. I really wish they hadn't decided to use the letter O or the letter I or L or 1 for some of these variable names. We'll say that's FI. As long as we're consistent, it's fine. Go to 40. Wow. going to a bunch of subs here. Can't actually see what that is. So here's another Sacrifice theme song with the associated dramatic music stings. I should probably have removed this from the playlist entirely. As it stands, I only removed the one that got struck. Let's hope it's not an issue and I don't have to do more editing. Go sub. 1760. Go to 40. If RH is equal to... No, wrong line. If f of 1 is less than 1. Okay, so 350 and 360 are sound a note, return, sound a noise, return. We have to look this up in some specific dealie. Here are the sounds. Methods of programming them are varied. Alright, that's not too bad. Mr. Comma. There we go. And back we go to our previous point in the code. So paper to ink 0 would be color with a U, 128 plus 2, and color 0. Very lacking in brain power. I can feel the lack of steam, so to speak. Mental pressure. Feeling a bit low. Where are we? 390. Maybe we'll get like most of the way through this listing today and I'll call it and then we'll do the rest of it in another stream. Because I don't think I have the stamina to do the entire thing in one go here. So you see here, if you're still here, Moody, 390 we do let I dollar equals inky dollar of 0, and then 400, if I dollar is the empty string, then go to 390. So they've written it such that they're just testing the keyboard really quickly to see if there was anything pressed, and if not, we go back in a loop and we keep looping until someone does press something. Which is weird if, you know, you just use the regular inky dollar behavior, which will wait forever. But they've had to write it assuming that of all of the different basic variants available, maybe we've only got one on the Commodore or the VIC that will just test the keyboard instantly and return. So for all of the other variants, we have to assume the same behavior or ask for it explicitly in the BBC Micro's case, where we go parameter parentheses 0. Love seeing this basic programming? Oh, thank you, Moody. It is pretty damn nostalgic, isn't it? This is why I chose to use this emulator, where I'm actually typing it in, as opposed to the Owlet emulator, which would let me type it into a modern HTML interface, and then it sneakily patches the memory of the emulator to load the code in there. Also loved the loop, used it a lot, right. This is a Holiday Hair tune from Jazz Jackrabbit, and I'm just going to briefly flicker my windows to change it to something else, because I should have removed all of the Christmassy themed songs, I think. I didn't do that, but it would have been better if I had removed them, because I just don't trust them with YouTube anymore. And I don't have a nice easy way to just tell my built-in player to change tracks or anything. It's a project, it's an ongoing project. Poggers seems very happy. Poggers is the Ultima character. Poppy is the cat. Let's have another look at her. Where is just catting? Yes, Poppy is snoozing on the bed there. I wish I was snoozing on the bed there. This is a live feed, I promise. It's just that she's not moving. Clicking on things, there we are. $W. I feel like this is familiar code to me. Like, they're obviously going to have to use some of the code from the dungeon editor, right? Because that's what displays things. Line 420, blaze it. Didn't we just write this? 430 is exactly the same as line 370, so I'm just going to copy it. And 440 is the same as 380. Why would they duplicate the code like that? There's a busy loop here that just does nothing. Just pausing. This is the same as this line. Very strange. I'm sure it serves some sort of purpose, but we do not know what that purpose is. Pardon me. Semicolon. Anything else? No. Wait, that was supposed to be line 540. I missed one. Oh, I see. I typed line 520 for the line number. And you see here we've got the Marble Madness music, which is also very, very loud because it's NES chiptune. think once I've done this, I need to take a break from typing for a bit. Let my typing instincts go back to normal. It's only a few characters difference, but it really does break the brain. To get these equal signs, I'm doing shift minus. MV is M on 16. MS is M times 6. Don't know what all this maths is doing. Let DX equal 3. Let LX Y. Man, this bit is particularly dense with calculation. One slip up here is going to be very annoying to debug. Where are we? 620. But dy is ly minus ny. Let sy is sine of more. I need more data. Line 650. Wait, let me get comfy. Volume level, volume level. Background music is a little loud if I sit back. Hope you've been saving often. Well, James! Hey, Empress Val. How are you? I'm not all that together. You're at work. Cool. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm not at work. So I feel like death. Same. Let me dip the background music a bit so you can hear me better. Poppy seems so happy. Yeah, look at her, all snug and cuddled up. Returned to work this week and it's been awful. Oh, I feel you. I feel you, friend. Let's look at Poppy. You can just about see a face there, smushed up into the blanket. You're a hater right now. Look, we can both be envious of Poppy and her ability to just sleep. Yeah, I feel your pain. Work. But we've got to do it because capitalism. And before I even consider getting myself back to work, I have to be awake at normal working hours. So here we are. And yeah, Moody, I could be saving, except that it wouldn't really do anything unless I then downloaded the disk image. This whole emulator is in the browser, so I'll do a few more lines and then we'll save a partially done thing. So what are we saving this as? We'd save it as... because we can't call it dungeon, because that's the generator. Chargen. Oh, it's Dungeons of Doom, so... yeah. But then I have to click disks, download drive 0 image. There we go. Right, we're like a quarter of the way through, maybe. That might be a bit optimistic. Such concentration. It's taking a lot of effort to stay awake and carefully type in this stuff. Did I spell that right? Why does it look wrong? No, it looks right. The thing is, Empress, some of these lines, if I make a mistake, the computer will tell me when we try and run it. It'll be like, "Buh, you idiot. This is not a proper sentence." But some mistakes that I make could just be like in one of these numbers that they're adding or multiplying to or whatever. And that would be like a logical bug in the program that wouldn't show up until we're trying to play the game and something is glitched out or behaving weird. And that would be really fucking hard to find where the bug is, because, I mean, look at this code. Braining, same. Yeah, these streams are really just... Ooh, James said, "I swear, I love this Lamar." Lamar. I can fucking say whatever I fucking want on this stream. It is marked as not safe for the kiddies. Yeah, but damn, yeah. That's right, cunt. I'm fucking Australian, and I'm fucking swearing as a matter of normal punctuation. Meanwhile, Silent Night plays in the background. Let's switch that. I'm cackling so fucking hard at my desk, I'm crying. This is amazing. Glad to be of service, MP. I mean, like I was saying, these early morning streams are a very different James_Neko experience. I'm not playing some exciting game. This is more of a chill hangout while I attempt to recreate this nostalgic thing from my childhood. I don't know why I haven't come sooner. Well, you know, it is fucking morning, like early. The filter is slightly degraded, so you get stream of consciousness here. It's not unlike being drunk, honestly. And you get weird, hilarious music like this in the background. Booze not included in Not Safe for Work, James Neko streams. Yes. Don't even need alcohol for me to be a little bit more deranged and unhinged. Just need lack of sleep. So if h times 12 is less than f of 6 plus f of 3, then return. This. I mean, hey, at least for you poor suckers who have to work today, I can be a little bit entertaining for yous all. As you watch me suffer through trying to concentrate and type this shit in. I honestly feel like since we're both working, should be getting more work done, but I'm not. Right, yeah, it's kind of like those body doubling streams where you hang out and you work together. Except maybe I'm being a distraction, I don't know. You can... I don't mind people lurking and working. You just do your thing. I'm gonna be here for a bit, and we can just hang out. Discovered that shit like last week. The body doubling. H is H divided by accountability working streams. Don't fucking know what they're called. Yeah. I've heard body doubling. I've heard... There's another term for it too, I forget. Yeah, accountability. It's just like you're hanging out and you're doing it with other people able to see you. Like, the reason I'm doing this on stream is really because I discovered that I will pass up and cancel on absolutely fucking any appointment that I have in the morning if I'd rather stay in and sleep. Except streaming. I feel like I have to show up and stream for you guys if I've said I will stream. So I'm using that to try and fix my sleeping schedule. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Yeah. I'm working and you like to work and we can work together. Yeah. I love it. It'll work. Yeah. Just a bit of accountability between friends. Not the bosses. Fuck the bosses. But just like chill, cool people. So we divide h by 3 plus O of 9. plus, if I can find the plus symbol, O of, oh fuck these parentheses, 10. Bit of pixie dust, white powder, whatever you want to call it, gonna make it happen. Thank you for the follow, anonymous person. That's supposed to have a sound effect, maybe I just can't hear it myself. In my case, I've got some Dare coffee flavoured milk. So you go plus O of 11. Thank you. O of, what is this? 12? Yeah, it is 12. Keep pressing times when I want plus. 13. That looks right. This tune's rather quiet. I'll just let it play out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, audio balance is completely fucked. I'll fix it another time. Let F2 is F2 minus H divided by 101. Weird magic number there. Add it to your lifelong to-do list, yeah. I'll be in the retirement home, and I'll be like, yes, okay fans, I've finally finished my OBS setup to my liking. It's finally done. You laugh, but you know it's gonna be true, right? Our generation, we're gonna be streaming and playing games even when we're in the old folks' home. Still haven't set up OBS for streams on the PC. Ah. Let I equals 1. Let Warner Brothers equals 0. Let MB equal... Oh, fucked up there. was thinking I need to charge my Switch so I can use it on my train commute into the office. Sounds good. Just need new games. Yeah, I haven't used my Switch much at all lately. I should get more games for it, I guess. But I'm also not leaving the house much, so I tend to game on the PC if I'm gaming at all. I'll add that to the to-do list. It'll be charged in 2028. Ooh. Yeah. Uh, 2028 is not that far away now, though. What even is time? Good thing my to-do list isn't that long, said no one ever. Oh man, like there's my to-do list and then there's the enormous pile of stuff that isn't even on the to-do list. It's like so far away that like it seems a bad idea to even consider putting on the list already. Shit, is that an I or a 1? I think it's an I. I'm scared. Oh. It's okay. It's just life. Man, I'm tired. Same. I should add that to the to-do list, which, yeah, fuck life right now. Oh. Meow. Let's look at the cat again. Needs to be focused. That's better. I mean, she's still a little bit blurry. Oh, to be a cat. No work, no school, just meow meow. Have you seen the video going on socials? The cat was in the Titanic. Maybe? Is it a black cat? Because there's a black cat called Owlkitty? And the owner of the cat likes to do some of their professional video editing work and put them into various movies like Titanic or Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's really good video editing work. Like they're just right there in the movie. Owlkitty. That's it, Owlkitty. Where's my browser? Yes, this one. It's not going to have the sound, I think. Not going to fix it. You can all watch it yourself. Honestly, I think this is the improved version. Yeah, it's the drawing at the end. Yeah, the Jurassic Park one is fun because it's like doom, 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 and the water drops in the cup, but it's an enormous Owlkitty. Ugh. It'll be on the same channel somewhere. What's with my background music? Area 2000, start 5. And it's just like no sound. It's a giant kitty, it is. Ah, hell, let's watch that too. Jurassic Park, but with a cat. Probably better if I do fix the sound, but these might get my notifications coming through. Where is 5 Ounce? Jurassic Park, but with a cat. Stream output, there we go.
Keep absolutely still. This vision is based on movement.
So cute. It's so deadly. I've completely derailed our workings. This is true, but this is still appreciated. Also, James, I watched the Barbie movie on my first day back at work because I had no what to do, and it was a thing, yeah. Let me put notifications off again if I can. Man, Pulse Audio. Let me adjust the volume of a thing that's no longer playing.
You cannot pass! I am a servant to the secret.
There. use OBS. Cool beans. I want more data. I need my caffeine. I'll be right back. Bloody hell, is it 11 o'clock? I reckon I'll give it till 12 o'clock and we'll just cut it there because people will want to have lunch and I should probably have lunch. And also for the YouTube VOD, really I don't see how people have the patience to watch a 4-hour VOD of me programming. 3 hours is plenty. We'll do that. Defo have lunch? Yeah. It's all those bloody biological cues. You gotta trick the body into realizing it's actually lunchtime. Caffeine. Alright. Back to the grindstone. It's an adjustment, but persistence will pay off. Yeah, that's the trouble. I keep letting myself sleep in, and it's bad. This is a cool message. Print tab 1,5. Thou hast expired. What's this doing? These are the sound subroutines. Lines like this give instructions for how the sound should be produced. So we're doing some sort of death sound effect. That's an exhausting line to type. Actually, a lot of them are pretty long and convoluted. God damn it. I used times again instead of plus. That would have produced some pretty interesting errors. I should turn the microphone off. It's just gonna be me sighing. Like, I'm not breathing normally, I'm just sighing as a way to get oxygen. Let ms equals 0. No, because when you have something to say, you can just say it, lol. Fuck yeah. Fuckity fuckity fuck fuck fuck. I'm gonna be like so zombified for the rest of the day until about 10 PM when I'll suddenly get this second wind and like I won't be able to go to sleep properly. Fucking sucks. Maybe go to bed before 10 PM? It's probably a good idea, yeah. Early bedtime for me. I find that passing out on the couch has been effective for me. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I can have a pretty good nap on the sofa back there. Like, if I'm not intending to sleep properly. Probably not good sleep hygiene. Now, instead of paper 2, we need color. You may use magics. All right, line 1000, baby. Which is, you know, technically the 100th line we've typed in because we're skipping by 10 each time because such is tradition. Let's give it another save. So that was just telling us you can use spells, but you should consult the manual, I think. Like, there's no in-game help, we're just going to ask the user for a spell number. Poppy's awake, so she is. We cut now live to CatCam. Looks a bit dopey. Gonna get up. Oh, big stretch. I would be too after a long ass nap. Yeah. And turn around. Bit of a scratch. I am so very jealous. Message to Poppy. Meow purr, meow purr. I don't think she can really hear us from this room. Maybe I'll add something in so we can speak through the phone that I'm using as the camera. I think we're in the spells section of the game here. Because the previous code looked a bit like a teleport, and this code seems to be making the tile that we're on into a random tile. f of 7 is f of 7 plus 1 minus 1. That gx is nx plus d of nf1. That gy is ny plus d. Or keeping the player in bounds code somehow. For whatever reason. Actually, this might be G for Goblin, so this might be moving the enemies around. games. I feel like we're smashing things today. Yeah, I'm smashing my brain against the keyboard. Made a lot of progress though. I'm gonna do a few more of these lines and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Love old brain head smashing. So this bit of code is apparently for the endgame when you find the lost idol. Looks like we're going to play a bit of fanfare. Mem, hello. Hi James, morning, happy morning stream, and hi Poppy and hi Vel, hi Moody. It's a flyby hi before Mem joins a meeting. Happy Friday, Mem. I hope your meeting is tolerable. Yeah. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you. I'm gonna wrap this up soon anyway. I'll be lurking so I can join back after lol. Oh, I'm seriously wrapping this up like at about 12 o'clock, I think. I'll have been going for 3 hours, so it's far too much for one day. We'll finish it off next week maybe. Well done. You did the thing. I did the thing. What is that? What is that emoji? Big thing, but did the thing. Yeah. It's a yay, yeah, sure, but it was a upside down yay. Where are we? 1600. Right, I'll finish this page. Okay, this is a big page. I won't finish this page. I'll get to this line here, because this is like your score, and then end game, I think. Alright, so we've done 165 lines or thereabouts. There's a bunch more, but we'll save it to disk here. That's a lot of words, James. You should write a book. Yeah. I just need a good story idea and plot and actually do a lot of work. So we can look at the disk we've got here. We've got our character generator, we've got Doom, Hero, Dungeon, etc. Yeah, my life. Oh, my life is not that interesting. But we will download Drive 0 image. Okay, so I've got that saved. Because this has just been a stream of me typing shit in, and not many cool, interesting things going on screen, and we haven't finished the game off yet, so we can't show the game yet. Maybe I'll just briefly recap what we've got so far. Hey, maybe even I can make an appearance in this book. Yeah, sure. The life of the streamer. From humble beginnings to over 1 million subscribers. So, at the moment we've got this source code loaded. But if we do load w.crystal and run that, this is my old Crystal program that I used to remember how to type in from scratch and would do so on school computers and things. And I swear I got it from a page in the manual, but it's not in this manual that I have the PDF for. So I'm not entirely sure where it came from, but it's pretty. And we can load m.dungeon. No. Load dungeon. Okay. What's it called then? Oh, W, right. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, the world was infected by a deathly disease called coronavirus. During this time is where introverts, nerds, OnlyFans stars, and more were able to meet on a platform called Twitch.television. I like it. Let's make a movie. Like, we'll make the book, but we'll make it so it's obviously going to be bought and adapted for a Hollywood movie for millions of dollars. Load W dungeon. So this is the dungeon generator. Like, the book gives you the code to make the dungeon generator, but it doesn't actually give you dungeons yourself. You have to add those in. Like, this is just like a make your own game toolkit. So you can add walls, like all the way around the side if you wanted. And the keys are not arrow keys or WASD. It's A, Z, N, and M, of all things. But you know, you could go around doing this stuff and add some treasure. Yes, treasure. And you could add... No, that's the lost idol. A trap. Sure, why not? You could add a monster. Or two. or 3. And you would add like an entrance somewhere in the dungeon and an exit. Where is it? There. One of those is entrance, the other is exit. I forget which is which. But that's how you do it, and you'd save it to your cassette tape. In our case, we're saving it to disk, and the thing is, like, it was designed to just save the dungeon level with the same name, because on the cassette it doesn't matter. But on the disk, you'd be overwriting the level file each time. So later, once I've actually got the damn thing running, and we can actually prove that the game works, what we might want to do is modify the dungeon generator and the game code so that instead of just reading a file called level over and over, and you're expected to do shit on your cassette tape to queue up the correct data, we'll actually save it as like level 1, level 2, level 3, and so on, so that it works for the discs. But yeah, that is a stream. I have been forced to be awake and using my brain, such as it is, for 3 hours now. It's bright and sunny outside, and I feel like I could probably go for a walk and get some sun. That might be a good idea, yeah? Trick the old human sleep cycle things into thinking that it is actually daytime. Yeah. And all of yous, I hope you have a good rest of your Friday, good meetings. Make sure you make some time for lunch. It is basically lunchtime now. I'm giving you a full hour's worth of lunch break. I'm your boss, so you're allowed. Yeah, look after yourselves. Take care. Let's look for someone to raid, just because I almost am never on at this time of day. You appreciate the laughs? I'm glad. I'm like never on at this time of day, so who could we raid? It's interesting, different selection. Alright, I know. So if, like, considering we've been doing game development here, we can raid into someone who is also doing game dev. Valiant Cheese
we're not like digging in the sand, we're digging on rocks.
has been working on a game that looks very cool. It's not so much of a retro game, it's using modern tooling, it's got 3D graphics and shit. It's called Fossil Sweeper. And I've been keeping an eye on their updates and things, and it's looking pretty cool. So let's go say hi to them. And it's another game dev stream, so it's another kind of chill thing you can have on in the background if you feel like it. Yeah.
The next thing that I need to work on is like the
Thank you for the raid message, Empress Vel. You've done your modly duties for this month. Give yourself a pat on the back.
But yeah, sort of, you know, distant
Oh, they've got follower or subscriber only chat on.
All these things feel like they're
well, it doesn't matter. We'll just raid over anyway. Raid message, activated raid, yes. What else do I do? I give them a shout out so I can...
closer to a point where I can start.
You know, if you get left behind on mobile, which is apparently a thing these days, that's their link. And otherwise, take care everyone. I will see you on Monday at 7 PM my time, 9 AM UTC, for some Ultima 8 Pagan. And have a good weekend. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.
And I feel like I need to just get a couple more bits and pieces done.